Now for an in-depth report from Mad Math Show's special correspondent, Velcro Vicki Vocabulary.
Hi, I'm Velcro Vicki Vocabulary, and I'm here to make it stick. I'm here to bring you an in-depth report on the metric system. What is it? Where is it used? And how do we use it? The metric system is a system of measurement that was developed by French scientists. We use it here in the United States today, mostly in science and engineering, and you can see it sometimes in your daily life as well. Those French scientists really knew what they were doing. They were trying to make the metric system logical and easy to use. And I'm going to tell you why it's easy to use.
It's based on ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. The prefixes tell you their numeric value. Easy to remember and to convert units. And it's used across the world.
I need to tell you about the basic units of measure. And there are only 3 that you need to know right now. The first one is the meter. Gram is the second one. This is a measure of mass. The last one you need to know is called a liter. This is a measure of liquid volume. What else do you need to know, Velcro Vicki? You need to know the prefixes. That's it. 3 more things. I think you can do it. Kilo. That means 1,000. It is the big measure. Next, we have the small units. They get small, they get tiny, tiny, tiny. We have centi, which means 1/100th, 1 out of 100. Next, the final prefix you need to know before you're off and running is milli. And I'm not talking about the woman. I'm talking about 1,000th. That's 1 out of 1,000. That is a tiny unit of measure. Now you know about meter, gram, and liter. You know about kilo, centi, and milli. And now I want to show you how big or how small are these units of measure and how you can use them. I would like to show you a meter. A meter is about the height of a 5-year-old. What's measured in meters? Well, height of a building, height of a person, and yes, even around the house, dental floss. This will keep you flossing for quite a while. What about if I need to measure something really big? I use a kilometer. Kilometer is pronounced kilometer. And if I were to walk 1 kilometer, it would take me about 12 minutes to walk that. I still need some smaller units. What about when I want to measure, for instance, a pencil? We're going to measure this pencil in centimeters, 18 centimeters. Now let's show you what 1 centimeter looks like so you can see it. My pinky finger is 1 centimeter in width. We have something even smaller. The big meter divided into 1,000 pieces is the millimeter. The thickness of my fingernail is 1 millimeter. Man, that's small to see. That's like the lead in your lead pencil. So let's take something that maybe is a little bit easier for you to see. And now if I measure the width of the eraser, I'm at about 5 to 6 millimeters. Here's 1 gram. Man, it's not that heavy at all. So I have a sweet and low packet, I have a dollar bill, both weigh a gram. Man, that's pretty small. So I also looked around the house, and the toothpaste measures in weight 170 grams. That'll give you an idea. So 170 of these dollar bills should weigh about the same amount as this toothpaste. Let's get big. Kilograms. Well, if I stepped on a scale, I would be measured my weight in kilograms. I got about, I'm estimating, about a kilogram of Epsom salt. So I wanted to see, how heavy is that? I found a can of soda, a 12-ounce can of soda, and another can, which is only about 8 ounces. If you can get a sense for how heavy that is, then you can get a sense for what a kilogram feels like. Okay, so the gram itself is light, 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 light. Velcro Vicki, do you mean to say you're going to take this gram and you're going to make it even smaller? Huh, yes, I am. There's something called the milligram, and that is this gram divided into 1,000 pieces. I'm telling you, that is some really light stuff there. If I pour this into my hand, I am pouring some milligrams right as we speak. If we get small enough for the 1 milligram, you're not going to be able to see it. This is used in science all the time as a measurement to measure really small elements. So you're going to find milligrams, the weight, in medicine, food, and it's going to be very hard to see them. You have to look at the back of the label to just find out how many milligrams of something is in there. So the last part I'd like to share with you about the metric system is about liquid volume. So that's your liter. Let's take a look at what 1 liter is. Seltzer comes in a bottle like this. If you buy soda to have at a party, you'll find that in a 2-liter bottle. Now, in order to show you a kiloliter, which is 1,000 of these, I have to look around the house and say, where can we show you that much water? So, here's where we're going to take you to the tub and see if we can fit 1,000 of these in the tub. What do you think? Stay tuned. While you think about that, I'm going to show you the others. One thing I know for sure is if I look outside the household, I can think of kiloliters. I can think of a pool outside. That's definitely going to have 1,000 or more of these. So that's going to be measured in kiloliters. I can also think of that big tower that sometimes you see outside that holds water, a water tower. That would be kiloliters. I could see that an ocean would be, I'd lose count of how many kiloliters it would be. So you get the idea. Now, finally, what I'd like to show you is how do we measure small amounts of liquids? And so that's where we come up with our milliliter. This orange juice here is in milliliters. There's 500 of them in this. 500 out of 1,000 is a half. This is a half a liter, or 500 milliliters. So really, how small is a milliliter is what I was wondering myself. I'd like to show you what 1 milliliter looks like. And I got some red cough syrup so that I could show you. That is not a lot of liquid. That's 1 milliliter. In fact, it is about 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Now to answer the question you've been waiting for, we joined Vicki in the bathroom.
So how big really is a kiloliter? Well, let's use the tub to help us find out. We found out by doing some research online that 42 gallons is about 160 liters. Alright, I'm going to say 150 liters just to make the math easy. How many tubs is going to show us what a kiloliter is? Let's do the math. 150 liters, 300 liters, 450 liters, 600 liters, 750 liters, 900 liters, and 1,050 liters. That's 7 tubs. Now listen, this is elementary math I'm doing here. This isn't exact, it's an estimate, but it's to give you an idea of the magnitude. It would take about 7 tubs to show you what a kiloliter is. So yes, we were correct when we said you would have to think of a pool, a swimming pool, in order to think of something being measured in kiloliters. So imagine 1 liter and then about 7 tubs is a kiloliter. So, you heard it here, folks. This has been an in-depth report on the metric system with Velcro Vicki vocabulary. I hope you've learned as much about the metric system as I have, and I really hope you start looking around your house or in your life to see where you can find the metric system in use.